Okay. All right. Everything looking good. Oh, oop-ta. Shit, I forgot. I'm sure it'll be probably just like the Ice Age box. So that'll be alright. Going to be doing the Mercadian Masques tournament pack. 75 card packs. This set came out in 1999. Tournament pack, expert level. So, without further ado, let's get cracking. Okay, so I thought so. It's lands on the bottom. Come on. Ooh, I gotta be such a pain in the ass. Come on. Wow. Fuck me. Not what I wanted. Will it get my desired results? We made it in. Alright. So, whoop. So we have lands. Stack of cards. And a stack of cards. So we have the rules insert. This set does not add any new rules, but it's an explanation of all playing costs, all play abilities, and tutoring. So, step up your game. Oh, talking about the sanctioned tournament formats offered through the DCI system. If anyone remembers that from back in the day, where you got your card and you had your DCI number. You had to give that to the judge at the event to sign in, rather than having an app on your phone that you check into an event with a code. Let's see. Tips on building a deck in the sealed deck format. 40% lands. Or 16 land in a 40 card deck. Many good players include as many as 18. This may be a higher land percentage than you would use in a constructed deck, but you'll need to compensate for the fact that your deck isn't as finely tuned as a constructed deck. Although everyone hopes for a good mix of land and spell cards in their opening hand, it's far better to draw too many land cards than too few. Interesting take. I would much prefer to be very balanced. Color balance, creatures, offering the same percentage of creatures to lands in the deck. So both getting a 40% cut of your deck construction. What do we got here? Tell us what you think, and you might win a display box of Mercadian Masques boosters. Damn. Did you play the Pokemon trading card game before you learned Magic? Yes, I did. How many hours per week do you spend on the Magic the Gathering trading card game? Did you receive this tournament pack at a DCI sanctioned tournament? Did premium land cards influence your decision to buy this tournament pack? Huh. So interesting. Oh, favorite types of games. Standalone computer games with States Baldur's Gate, StarCraft, Quake, Magic and Star Wars trading card game, D&D, and vampire role-playing games, Warhammer miniatures, and Scrabble and Trivial Pursuit word/knowledge games. What an interesting little product. I like that. That's a cool piece of history. That's super fun. Alright. Ooh. This is not all just lands. That's going to be fun. All but what? 3? Yeah. So we know this one's a mountain. Are these going to just be rares? I'm so confused. If this is commons, uncommons, rares, that'll be interesting. Let's see. Plains. Guess let's not hide them behind my head. Island. Swamp. Mountain. Forest. Ooh. Foil Island. That actually looks super pretty. Wow. Oh, damn. Let's maybe not put it right under the light. Wow. That looks so wild on camera. Plains. Island. Swamp. Mountain. Forest. 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 Plains. Island. Swamp. Mountain. Alright. Boom. That's super dope. I like that. Alright. Before we get too much farther, boom, here are the cards we are hoping are in our rare slot. I don't actually think we have any uncommons or commons in this slot. I didn't look too hard into what's in the set in the uncommon and common slot. I just took the top, what is it, 8? Yeah, 8 most expensive cards in the set. So let's start with what we hope are commons. Ooh, Brainstorm. I love this art. I actually need that for a legacy deck. Okay, boom. Devout Witness. Discard a card from your hand, destroy target artifact or enchantment. Ooh, I like that too. Invigorate. If you control a forest, you may have an opponent gain 3 life instead of paying Invigorate's mana cost. Odd. Chiron Glider. Goblin. 2 for 1/1 flyer that can't block. Ooh. Deepwood Ghoul. Pay 2 life, regenerate Deepwood Ghoul. 3 for 2/1. And not so sure about it. Battle Rampart. Tap target creature gains haste until end of turn. That's not bad. I kind of think of walls backwards in the power and toughness game, because really all they do is block. Interesting. It's a haste engine, so it'd be good for aggro, but the mana cost, I don't know how great it would be for that late. What we got? Snuff Out. If you control a swamp, you may pay 4 life instead of paying Snuff Out's mana cost. Interesting. Destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. I like that art. Interesting. Blockade Runner. Oh, 1 blue. Make it unblockable. 4 for a 2/2. Let's see what you're common. Revered Elder. Prevent the next 1 damage that would be dealt to Revered Elder. Okay. 3 for a 1/2. Interesting. Rushwood Dryad. Forest Walk. 2 for a 2/1. That's not bad. That'd be a good playset piece for a sideboard if you're running green. Target player skips his or her combat phase this turn. What the fuck? 1 dog. That's a hell of a control piece. Especially if you can flash back instants and sorceries, which I feel like if you run as Azorius, you can do pretty greatly. Wow. I've been wanting to build white blue. And if I can find a way, or find some cards, I guess I'd find a way. Find cards that are graveyard recursion or give instance sorceries flashback. I know I have something in my Krark deck that does it, in my Krark and Sakashima. Let's see what we got. Rushwood Herbalist. Discard a card to regenerate for 1 mana. So it's kind of a 2 cost. Let's see, what do we got? Flaming Sword. So it's a flash enchantment in red that gives first strike and +1/+0 for 2. Interesting. Maggot Therapy. Another flash enchantment that gives a creature +2/-2. If this is the cure, I'd hate to see the disease. Goddamn. Alright. Cloud Sprite flying. Cloud Sprite may block only creatures with flying. Buoyancy. You may pay, so the blue version of the flash enchantments, and it gives flying, so I could see that one getting more play than the rest of them I've pulled. I think maybe the red one, because it's also a 2. The black one being a 3 cost, leaving a -2 is hard. Undertaker. Discard a card from your hand, return a card from your graveyard to your hand. Yeah. If only it was like a zombie wizard. Cave Sense. +1/+1 and has Mountain Walk. Well, I feel like that's another good sideboard piece. Sacred Prey. 1 for a 1/1, and when it becomes blocked, gain 1 life. Huh. I kinda like it. Not bad. Ooh. Fresh Volunteers. This is perfect. I want to build a card with nothing but flavor text boxes for my son, so that we can learn magic, or he can learn magic. We can play magic. I've been playing for quite a long time. I don't need to learn. Misstep. Creatures target player controls don't untap during that player's next untap step. I like this with the that white one. Moment of Silence. Vendetta. V for Vendetta. Remember, the 5th of November. Destroy target non-black creature. It can't be regenerated. You lose life equals that creature's toughness. Not awful, as long as you're not taking out, like, Blightsteel Colossus. Blaster Mage. Discard a card from your hand, destroy target wall. I like it. If only it wasn't for walls. Ooh. I wonder if Spell Shapers have been eroded to be wizards. I have to look that up. Deadly Insect. Can't be the target of spells or abilities. 5 for a 6/1. That might not be bad in my Grist deck. I do need more insects to build that out. And I don't particularly like just buying singles to fill out a deck from lists I've seen. I'll just build what I have in bulk. I've got thousands and thousands of cards. Things like this is a reason why. The Ice Age box opening. I did half a box of Infinity in that opening. I've got, what, 3 more booster boxes of Magic in front of me, a Flesh and Blood and a Sorcery, so that's just what's in front of me in boxes that I've kept or haven't fallen apart. Or that are just on the desk to look nice for pictures mostly, half the time. Boom. Remotion Rally. If you control a planes, you may tap An untapped creature you control instead of playing this mana cost. So, kinda convoke minus the 3 entirely. I'm liking these white and blue cards a lot. Speaking of which, Mercadian Cutpurse, a pirate. Goes to play each opponent sacrifices a permanent unless he or she pays 1. Are you paying the 1? I feel like most people probably are on that. Highway Robber. 4 for a 2/2. That when he comes into play, you gain 2 and target opponent loses 2. So, I mean, if you have like an infinite Sanguine Bond, Exquisite Blood style deck and you need more things for just possible late game starters for that engine, but 4 for a 2/2 is high. That's steep. Tremor. Deal 1 damage to each creature without flying. Run it with Earthbind. Howling Wolf. When Howling Wolf comes into play, you may search your library for up to 3 Howling Wolf cards, reveal them, and put them into your hand. That's all 4 for a 2/2 again, but you get a tutor for 3 more. Interesting. Muzzle. Prevent all damage to be dealt by enchanted creature. Oh. It's almost like a pacifism. Tidal Bore. You may return an island you control to its owner's hand instead of paying this mana cost. Tap or untap target creature. Interesting. Like, that might be good in Simic. If you have, like, Moldiah or other things. Or Oracle of Moldiah. Target player discards a card from his or her hand. Play this. Wall of Distortion. Why are the black cards 1 cost more of their variant than the other colors, it seems like? I don't like the black card hate. Commons. Lands. Damn, you're still so bright, dog. Like this hot spot and I have a shirt on it. Trying to prevent that. But now, I don't know. Maybe I could stand to turn it down. So, in theory, these should be uncommons. Hey, we see blue. Coastal Piracy. And when an opponent, or whenever a creature you control does combat damage to an opponent, you may draw a card. That's steep, but it might work in my Kirk deck because I really heavily focus on tutoring out Omniscience. Joe Ermlagat. Protection from black. If your opponent controls a swamp and you control a plains, you may play it for free. Interesting. So if you know somebody's going to be playing like anything with black, you can run this in a mono white and essentially get it for free as like a just black hate deck. And not even necessarily mono black because just as long as I control a swamp. Oop. Molting Harpy. Flying. Cumulative upkeep of 2. Essentially. I mean, they just put it in more words. If you can't pay the cumulative upkeep cost, sacrifice this creature. Is that not what cumulative upkeep would say anyway? So, eh. Ooh. Saprazan Cove. Probably Saprazan Cove. Comes into play tapped, put a storage counter. Oh, then you gotta remove. So this would probably be pretty cool. And like Simic spelunking with proliferate. Probably get a pretty good ramp out of that. I'm gonna set the land aside. Toymaker. Artifact creature, discard a creature from your hand, target an artifact creature becomes an artifact creature with its power and tax equals converted mana cost until end of turn. So that's any. Interesting. I could see times where that could be helpful, but weird. Squallmonger does 1 damage to each creature with fire and each player. Any player may play this ability. That's wild. Any player. Volcanic Wind does X damage divided as you choose among any number of targets creatures, where X is the number of creatures in play. A nice, like that could do work in my Oboon deck because it makes a lot of tokens. And I run like Odritak and Primal Vigor and not Doubling Season because I sold it because I'm dumb. Story Circle. Story Circle comes into play. Choose a color. The next time the color of your choice will deal damage, fog it. Prevent that damage. That's not just combat damage. Strong Arm Thug, Mercenary. When he comes into play, return a Mercenary from your graveyard to your hand. 3 for a 1/1. Not great. But it doesn't get the recursion, so I don't know if I just don't know if it makes up for being a 1/1. Last uncommon. Flip. Oh, I saw it's red. Landed upside down. Rock Badger. Rock Lobster. 5 for a 3/3 with Mount Block. Feel like half of these could have been commons. Nothing super crazy there. I like this land. I'm going to put it underneath. Let's get you up out of the way. Alright, so here are the rares. Oh, camera went dark. Hello, I'm back. I don't exactly know how long that was out for, but it must have just been over 30 minutes now. Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. I don't know. I'm gonna let the dice decide. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5. Squeeze. Sorcery spells cost 3 more to play. Interesting. Why is it a rare exactly? I'm sure that somebody in comments at some point will tell me why that makes sense. Trade routes. Turn target land you control to its owner's hand. Discard a land card from your hand. Draw a card. Also, very weird. Last one. Last one. Damn, donkey. All this to be food chain. What else? Misdirection would be really dope. Squee and bribery. Misdirection or food chain is really what I'm hoping for. What do we think, guys? What's the chance? 6. We get something good. Mercadian life. Put a winch counter. Mercadian lift. Put a winch counter removed. Put a creature card was converted. Extra your hand into play. And that's not awful. It's not awful. But the dice slide. How dare you, dice? Alright. Dope. I dig it. I super dig it. I like these lands. Those are going to go in my basic lands. That brainstorm's got to come out. Some of these other ones are really not bad. I'm going to pull that out because I like that art. Huh. Thought I was going crazy there for a second. Couldn't find that moment of silence. I think that was all of them. So I care to pull out the rest of you. I think they're gonna go in back in the box. And live you will on the desk. Next to the Ice Age box. While you all wait for your respective homes. Be in here. Peace out.